Hello planner and journal friends, I am Tina the Thankful Planner and I'm here today to do my 2026 lineup, and it's going to be planners versus journals. So I do believe there is a difference. Everybody has their own choice of what that is, and I'm not correcting anyone. This is just how I see the difference. This looks like a lot, but it actually isn't. There is only really two that are my main, and the rest are just sort of add-ons. So I'm going to go through all that with you. So if you're interested in finding out what made it to the cart on 2026 and maybe give you some ideas before the drop down date of, I think, pre-order for Traveller's Notebooks is October the 1st. I'm trying to get this up and out there in case you're interested in something like that. But we have, as you can see, the Hobonichi cover here. We've got a passport, we've got a B6 and some more Travellers. So if you're interested in finding out what I'm doing and you just want to chat, grab yourself a coffee or a nice cup of tea and sit down, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to pile straight in and I'm going to clear everything. Now, what I think I should do is maybe do like my actual day-to-day functional planners. Let's get that going straight away, and I'll talk to you about that and why I'm using those. Again, excuse me if you're regular to my channel, you can hear my dog. I did try to kick her out, but she's like 90 in dog years and she loves to just sit next to me, and she's actually awake. She's awake snoring. So I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to kick her out because I love her very much. She's a cutie. So, and here's a picture of her if you haven't seen her. Okay, so I'm going to start with that. Yeah, I'm going to start with the functional, the main functional. So I've got two that I would say, really, if you was asking for the bare minimum, this is my planner lineup. Everything else is an add-on. So this is my planner lineup. Look quite nice together, don't they? This is a very new edition, and I was doing everything in a Traveller's Notebook cover, but as you can see, I've got way too much stuff in there. I've also upgraded my pen as well to go with this new setup. So let's do the small one first, shall we? So let's look at the small one, and these are my other ones. They're still here, they're just at the side. So here we are. Now, I use this in my purse, in my handbag. Every day it comes out with me. Stickers I've got are no spends or zero spend, and just some like cash stickers. And I recently got my silhouette up and running again. I got a new blade for it. So I bought some vinyl sticker paper, which is really cool, and I made these stickers. So that's fun. And hopefully will keep the cost down a little bit for me. So this is where what I'm doing is I am just tracking my money. Okay, so like I didn't put it in this. I've been so busy, but look, I'm just tracking my spending. Every day I'll put it in there, whether I spent or not. Now I was tracking like my online spending in here as well, but I've decided just to track like when I'm out shopping, or if I go in a shop physically, if I go get gas or anything like that, then I'm going to put it in here. I've got this lovely little pocket at the back here, which I just chuck the receipts in. It's really easy, and it's a great thing to carry around. As you can see, can't see anything. Okay, yeah, so I have got my credit cards here, my business credit cards in this one, personal in this one, and then over on the back, I'm not going to show you, but I've got my Alberta health card and also my driving license. And then just a bit of cash just in case I need it. And so then we have, this is really just a scribble book. Like I just write anything down I'm needing. If I forget something when I'm out, I need to make a note, I've got it here. Like when we're in the stationery shop, I forgot to bring a Traveller's Notebook, didn't write one. So we done some stickers, we done some stamps in there because they are a Traveller's Notebook partner shop. That's in Calgary, read if you haven't been there. And so that's staying the same. So I might get a Moterm though. They've got some lovely Moterms for as traveler, sorry, as traveler notebook size. So I really like the yellow one, the pebble yellow. So I've been looking at that. So I might get one, but I really like this. It's really simple. I love that it goes with that, and it's getting a really nice patinaed and bashed up, and I sort of like that. But anyway, that's definitely in my stack for 2026, number one. Now this one, I absolutely am in love with it. I love the color, and it doesn't even show it. It's not doing it justice in this. It's super soft, and it almost has like a brownie tinge. It's hard to describe. It's really gorgeous, you know. So this is my regular day to day. So let's have a look anyway. This is a Moten Standard, as you know. I actually ordered this off their website because I think they were sold out on Amazon. But I have been a little bit busy. So what I've done is to match everything. I haven't got any inserts in yet. And these are all like old from, you know, previous like Erin Condren spreads and things like that. I used to do a lot of decorative planning for my channel. And you can look back over the years and see all the different types of planners and journals that I've had. But anyway, what I'm saying about, I said at the beginning, I see a difference between planning and journaling. So for me, planning is this. Planning is like functional. Planning is like task lists and, you know, future plan and the things that I'm going to do, lists, tracking, all of that I see as planning, whereas journaling I see as a creative sort of side. So this I would class as a planner, and let me show you. And just because a book or a diary is called a planner, it doesn't mean it is a planner. I think it's how you use it, and you all have your idea of what a planner and what a journal is. This is just mine. It's more the functional, you know, daily spreads, weekly spreads, monthly spreads that I'm tracking information, that I'm putting events down, things like that, you know. And this is what I see it as. So I'm currently showing you my planner. So I created this. I do have Photoshop, and I use Adobe Express, which I think you can do free. It's sort of like Canva, but what I find a difference with that is that you haven't got lots and lots of other people using it. So I like, you know, all the freebies and that you see, I see it repeatedly on other channels because it's in Canva and it's free. So I like to use something different. So Adobe gives me like a little bit of different options, and I do have an Adobe account with all of the software because it's part of my business, so I have access to it anyway. So I made this from what we call a seamless repeating pattern. So the pattern is a square, just that size, and then I put them together, and it creates like a seamless pattern on the back and the front. And then I added this little thing here in the words, and then I just stuck it onto the insert that I have already been using since I started this journey into the Traveler's Notebooks. I have been using this insert for work. So it's the same one, there's no different. But I'm going to stop using this at the beginning of October, and I shall tell you why. So you can see I do like it. It's been like a very, very functional, like just lots of, like I do this, like I write lists, sticky notes, I put lines through it. Then I started using color instead of just lines. And then I was sort of thinking like, and then I thought to myself, okay, so I would like to use for 2026, or even like right now, I would like to start using, I've got this insert which I bought when I bought all my bits for the planner, and I want to start using it. I've discovered that I really, really don't like white paper. So I am team yellow, and this is white. And I've started to realize that, you know, like there's something about white paper I really don't like, and cream paper is so soothing to me. So I decided that I wanted to use this, which is the free diary daily. Instead of just lines like this, I maybe, like, still undated, But the thing is, like, it does start, see, I've already written a plan out for it. It does start on the 1st of the month, so I can't start it yet. We've got a week left in October, week left in September, so I'm going to start this in October. This is going to give me, yeah, so I will use that. So this is going to replace this. So I didn't really stick this down. I just sort of stuck the edges so I can put this on there when it's time. So this is going to replace it. So let me show you how I got to where we are now. Let me find the... Okay, so yeah, so that was what I was doing, and then it was like, okay, I need to figure out. So I started figuring out a layout for this. So how am I going to lay it out? What am I going to do? And I really, really like this layout. It's very clear. I can say what a day it is. So I thought if I start today, this is today. So this is how I'm going to do it. So I've got priorities. I've got 3 priorities for the day. I've got a brain dump. And I have like these circles and squares. So squares are work related. Okay, sorry, just got interrupted by my daughter. We're having her 5 girls over for a sleepover tonight. So, not tonight, sorry, Saturday night. So we've got the, they are ranging from the ages of 3 to the ages of 11. And it's fun. We do love it. It's absolutely exhausting, 5 of them, but it's really good fun. So, okay, so back to this. So you can see like the circles are actually home tasks. So change sheets and spare because they come for sleepovers. Get the pajamas ready. We have stuff here. They love that. They've got their own toothbrushes. There's a spare bedroom that we call their bedroom. So we've got cute covers on the bed and that sort of thing. And then we're going to buy some pizza making stuff. So what we normally do though is just like very basic, like get a base, and then we'll just do the cheese and grate a load of cheese. And they really like cheese and tomato and a little bit of sausage on the top, and that's about it really. So yeah, so we get all that stuff ready so they can make their own and put it on, and we bake it and that. They love that, cooking their own supper. So we're going to do some of that. And then I've just already done some tasks. So the grey is that I've done those things. Haven't got to tidy in the house yet. I'm doing this right now. So had a lot of work on this morning to have to get done. I have had a shower, done my Bible study this morning, cleaned the bathrooms. I'm going out with my girlfriends tonight for supper and a couple of glasses of espresso martini. So I want to get this done because I'm getting picked up at 5:30. So I have to get myself together and get this sorted. Okay, so that's why I absolutely love this. I think what I'm finding is like I started with like one notebook. What happened, and if you watch my plan a piece video, it's like my intro video. If you watch that one on plan a piece, and I'll link it up here, it tells you how I was just overwhelmed with all the different planners I was in. It was just too much commitment. I was doing a lot of work. My work was really busy, and then I felt like I had a huge commitment to make sure things were getting filled in and written in, to the point where I wasn't doing some of my housework because I was, I didn't have time because I was filling in my planners and my journals. And so I just stopped everything. I stopped recording on YouTube. I stopped everything, and I just went to one, and I was doing the Hobonichi Tech Show, which one, Avec, I was doing. So I was just sticking with that. But I still was missing loads of stuff, still felt guilty because things weren't being filled in. And so I took everything away, and I started right back from the beginning with just one notebook that I just filled in, and all it had was like this. It was like this stuff, like just that. And that's all I did. And then gradually I've built on it. This is like trying to organize this notebook, but gradually I'm building on it. I'll do something for a few weeks. If that works, I'll stick with that. If not, I'll tweak it. I'll get rid of it. I'll change it. So it's been a fantastic journey for me to really, really dive deep into why I like journaling, what I like about it, and only to do the things that I really like and not start committing and feeling like I need to do it because other people in the community do it. Just trying to let go of all of that stuff and just say, this is for me, this is what I do, and this works for me. So this is what this is. This is my planner that works for me in my traveler's notebook. You might have one, or you might take some of these ideas and do it in a different notebook, but it be the same. All I'm trying to do for you is give you some ideas on what to do, and you know, that how I discovered what really works for me. And it is planner piece, because I've got this system, but I'm continuing to tweak it a little bit, change it a little bit, and I try things, and if it doesn't work and I don't feel good with it, I just let it go and I continue with the basics, which is what I have now. Okay, so I'm going to carry on after that little chat. So yes, so I'm going to continue to do this until I can move into this. So this will go in here and replace this book, but with this layout. Okay, so now we move to the monthlies. Now this, again, I changed the cover, and let me find out where I put that. It was a real state. Okay, so this was a previous cover, and it's quite thick. It's sort of like that paper that you get in sets, you know, for scrapbooking and that. So this was the cover, and it was actually just like, it was all, it looked horrible. It was all bad there. It was creasing. It was hard to work with. So I just took it, and I didn't think it went very well with my new cover here. So I just took it off. I made this in my in Adobe Express, but you could definitely do something like this in Canva. And yeah, I just sort of put this together. I didn't want to go full on autumn, and I didn't want to do winter, because this is obviously to the end of the year, so it needs to work for the end of the year. So I might, you know, I might change it when I get to December. I don't know, but for now, I'm liking it. I like the layout. So that's the cover for that, and it's just paper, as you can see, just printer paper, and I've just stuck it in. So this is my monthly. Again, working great for me. Let me just put that out. Oh yeah, and I printed these off. Sorry, I didn't say that, did I? This is the Petticoat Bandit. These are printable stickers, and I've done them on clear. So there's, like, that's one of them. See, I've used them on this, and this and this. This is all part of this pack, and it's like a massive pack. And honestly, I save lots and lots of money on printing my own stickers. Look, so I do have a cutting machine, and I've had it for, like, I think it's about 5 years now. And yeah, I just bought a new blade and some new cutting mats, and they just look lovely. So I printed out a load of full stuff for this insert. I have used some already in the cover and back here, as you saw. I think, did I put some in there? Yeah, I just used a few, you know, to make it look a bit autumny. And yeah, so back to this. Sorry, I got sidetracked with that, but back to my months. Okay, so this is everybody's birthday, and their year of birth is here, so I can keep track of that. And then this is my monthly. So I use this for work and for home. Might as well, you know, just keep one for both. And you can see, like, I love color coding things, because it really makes me, you know, it pops, things jump out at me, like I know that these are flights, dates of flights. I know 100% this is Torch 7, which is the name of my business. These Torch 7 things. I also have specific clients that I work with a lot, so I've color coded that. And all the sort of beigey colors are personal, quite a lot of personal in there too. And then I've got this new one I added, Stat Holidays. And this is one of those little, I bought these actually in the scrapbook shop, and it's got like, you know, it is raised. It's a raised one, because I'm going out tonight with my girlfriend. So okay, and yeah, I don't know if you can see these. This is another thing I started doing as well. Can you see what that says? Like, it says Happy Mail on it, and they're all like different stickers for Happy Mail. Now, did I put the thing in here? No, I didn't. Well, that's clever of me, isn't it? I didn't put the, yeah, no, sorry. Oh, yeah, I did. I should have. Yeah, here we go. So if I order something and I get given the date, then I use one of these stickers. And this is Dandy Planner. The Dandy Planner I got this from. So I use one of these stickers in there just to say I've got Happy Mail coming if I know when it's coming. Or if I get Happy Mail and I didn't know, then I still put it in there just so I know what day I got it. Now this was a letter size sheet. So in the software for my silhouette cutting machine, you've sort of got like a design thing, and all I did was I shrunk this down and I put 4 on a sheet. So as you can imagine, these would have been pretty big as A4 size. Sorry, A4 size, but because I shrunk it down, they work perfectly in these. So yeah, that's supposed to be A4, but there you go. You know, it come out really cute. I think it come out really nice. I like them small like this, and I keep them right there, so it's really easy to use them. Very close. Okay, anyway, so that is my monthly, and as you can see, this was a non-dated, let me get to it, like non-dated monthly. These are all stickers. Again, I keep saying this, I know, but I'm trying to use all of my stickers up. So these are from Happy Planner. These stickers are from Happy Planner books. You know, everything Happy Planner books. So I'm trying to use, even these are from Happy Planner. So I'm trying to use all my stickers up. So the next insert, now this is again something I printed out, print and cut, and I think I probably am going to put this on a white sheet and then put a white sheet over it because it really doesn't do it justice on this green. It looks really pretty on the white. So I'm going to probably put that on the white. But anyway, this one is my health tracker. Now, I didn't start with a health tracker, but going to my doctor's, I've had quite a lot of health issues, and he asked me to track some of the things that were going on, and I started to have more medication, trying different things, and I was forgetting to take certain different medications. So I thought, okay, I do need to track this stuff. I had this insert anyway because this is a weekly. This is a weekly insert. I had it and I tried to do like weekly vertical. I tried it, didn't like it at all. I only done it once. And as you can see, I'm still going horizontal. I can't seem to stick in these lines. It's too small for me. I did used to do like Happy Planner and my Erin Condren life planners. They were both vertical, but much wider and just different. I just don't like this. It's too small for me. I've got quite big writing. And, you know, this looks kind of cute, I suppose, but I didn't really enjoy it, to be perfectly honest. It was just like, perfectly honest, I was like, it's okay, you know, whatever. So I put it aside, but then I brought it back out again. And this is my health tracker. And so you can see, like, all of these stickers, again, are from a previous sticker pack. I can't remember if I got it from AliExpress. Lily, can you please stop snoring, darling? Love you very much. Okay, so I can't remember whether I got it from AliExpress or one of my first sort of Temu orders a long time ago. I think it's AliExpress. I think I've had it for quite a while. But anyway, they're 2 books. I'll show you them. And I've got loads of them and I haven't used them. So these are the 2 cutie little books. And they got, like, there's lots of tiny little stickers. Now, so what I did, I don't think this is the one I'm using right now. Let me just check. I don't know. Yeah, because they've got sort of like green in. So I put sort of the bigger ones along the top here. And then these tiny weeny little ones, I don't know if you can see, these tiny weeny ones I'm using for encouragement. So every time I drink a glass of water, I get to use a sticker, because we have, like, along this line here is steps. Sorry, I'm so excited to show you. I'm like babbling, aren't I? Okay, like, let me slow down. Let me slow down. All right. So along the side here, we have steps, food log, exercise, notes, and water. I done it in this sort of like grey, which I really liked. Instead of doing it in black, I done all the lines in grey, which really matched the actual spread itself. So I felt like it looked more like part of it. So you can see that I'm using up these. So this is my water tracking. And so on this day, you can see I had 5 glasses of water. And it made me actually want to drink more water because I wanted to put the stickers down. So I'm childish, I know. And so I've got appointments down the bottom here. So these are the appointments my doctor wanted me to make. So yeah, that's how I tracked it. Now I think that I done this the first week and then I thought, okay, so not a fan of that blue, for example. And then I think I've got too much space for the food. So on the next time I tracked it, you can see I've changed it slightly. So I found my my page. Oh, she's driving me nuts. This little page clip, and so I found that, and so what I decided to do was to try to match that blue, which I really do. I much prefer this blue. Also, I gave myself a little bit less room on the food tracking and a little bit more room on the notes, and I only gave myself like one line on the exercise. And you can see this is what I'm talking about. Like as I'm going through, I'm changing things. So each week I'm looking at it, I'm thinking what didn't work, what did work, and just refining that whole process. I also gave myself 2 lines for the drinks. That looks way tidier to me. I like that much more. And then finally this week, so I've only done it for 3 weeks. This week you can see I've just added. So here, I don't think that popped enough. So that's how many calories I've had each day. And at the beginning of this book, when I get to October, because we've only got... Again, sorry. Sorry about that. That was my husband calling. Bring it... Lily, shush. Oh my gosh. You're not even stopping it. Stop, baby. Okay, so... You can see here I've highlighted, I've made these a little bit bigger so they stand out a little bit more. And so when I get to October, because I cut out some of these and put them in different other places, it doesn't really matter, but I used them for other things. So I've got October, November, December. So I'm going to start tracking how many calories each day. And I can then look at my weight, and obviously it's going to correlate, isn't it, with my weight, but there you go. Obviously, it's going to track with my weight fluctuation. So, but I'm going to try to do my best to do that. And you can see the changes here. So we still got the 2 rows, and I've added this last row along the bottom here, which is energy. So not really tracking mood, but I am tracking, you know, how I'm feeling, what sort of energy levels I've got. Thought that was a really good idea to do that. And appointments, I've moved them over here because I've got more room here. And finally got one of the appointments done. So this is really good for tracking. Also, as I said, on to the next one. Now this insert I actually did make myself. It's very thin because it's only to go to the end of the year. I only need it to go to the end of the year. So let me just show you this one. This is a printable, and I'm going to put in the box down below, I think it's Ali something. Ali Design Studios is this is from. It's a printable, and it didn't originally look like this. Again, sorry, I wasn't very prepared. I did save it, but oh my gosh, Lily, can you stop with that noise? It's really bad. Okay, so this is what they looked like originally. It was a habit tracker on white paper. So what I did was I just stuck it in here. Okay, I didn't have this. I just stuck it into the back of this. I'm going to kick you out in a minute, Lil. You really are. So I stuck it into the back of my monthly. Right here, like you can see. I stuck them in here and I tried it, and it works great. I loved it. But obviously, I'm not tracking habits. I'm tracking my supplements and my medication. So, or I'm sort of like, I can do all that editing and stuff like that. So I just took it into Adobe, and I just changed so this says supplement tracker. Oh my gosh, now the bird is shouting her head off. We've got the dog snort. Coco, stop it. Yeah, oh my gosh. It's like Animal House here. Okay, so supplement tracker on this side and medication tracker on this side. So what I've just done is I've just separated it out, and I'm fully transparent. I don't, you know, like I've got diabetes and I've got some situations going on with my health that I need to track. So along here we've got AM. So what I'm doing in the AM, so I have two tablets, 2 medications in the morning, and then I'm now taking my blood sugar. I'm now tracking my weight, and this is PM, what I have to take in the evening. This one is a once a week thing. And then my supplements, these actually are supplements. I'm not a big supplement taker, but these are supplements that I was told that I should take along with these medications that I'm taking. So a lot, like a couple that's to do with the digestive system and things like that. I've got vitamin D, collagen peptides, and electrolytes. So these are the supplements I'm taking. So if I don't do this, I end up not taking them. Seriously, I'm terrible with that stuff. So let me show you, sorry, wrong way around. Let me show you. So this is only to take us up to the end of the year and to the end of 2025. As this is a 2026 planner lineup, I have made myself this new one. So they don't do anything like this, and I'm not gonna, like, I am not gonna draw this out in a just so that I can use a traveler's official traveler's notebook. So I thought, okay, I am gonna, and you can see I'm using all cream paper, sorry. So I found this on Etsy. Again, I'll put the shop down there. It's actually for supplement, or what do you call it? Supplementation, or I can't remember what you call it, when you put stuff on mugs and things like that. It's for that, but I liked it. Fearfully and wonderfully created, and I felt that really went with the health plan, you know. So yeah, so that was what it was like before. So I've done exactly the same thing as what I've done here. The only difference is that I remembered to change, because this has got habits, so I changed that to medication, and that side I've got supplements. So yeah, so, and that is enough to do a full year. So that's going to go in here. So that will go to replace this little booklet. And yeah, quite happy with that. And these have come out really well. And this paper, I got this from Michael's. I actually did get a big stack of 500 sheets from Staples, but it was only £200. This one is 200 pounds. Is £20. This one is £24, and you'd be surprised how hard it is to get any paper. Like, I wanted like about 32, which is like presentation, so it doesn't show through that much. But this is good, and it feels nice, and my fountain pens don't go through it, so this will do. Okay, so the next up is, again, these are the stickers that I printed out. Stop. Okay, so that is the tracker. So that's sort of like something together that I wasn't doing at all before. Love that. Never used a tracker before. Okay, so that is my health tracker, my health journal. And we should get a little bit of peace and quiet now because my husband's just come in, so my Lilybug is off downstairs to say hi. And so I was at this point. This is where I keep all my stickers for all that. I don't know if I'm going to carry on doing that because I've got this bit here where I can put my stickers in. But for now, it's right near where I need it to be. So these are, like I showed you before, for my monthly. This, I like to have this at the front actually because I use this the most. This is for my health tracker. Put in this one. These are the little stickers that I'm using for here. And so obviously I'm using them every day quite a bit. And so this is a little dashboard I created. It's got some sticky notes and again some printables. This is my family, a little bit of memory keeping here. And then here I printed this one out. And this was a printable. I can put a link to the printable shop again. This is really nice actually. There was like several. I don't know, did I keep any more of them? Oh, I did print out quite a few of them. Okay, I don't know where I put them, but yeah. So there. So this autumn, in England we call the fall autumn. I'm choosing to be thankful every day, lean on the Lord in prayer, and filling up on Jesus. And then, oh, here they are, look. So here's some other ones, but there's all sorts of, and I printed them out on sticker paper to go in the journal. This one, I had this previously. This is working great. I love, love, love the cover. This is rice paper and it goes really well in here. And I'm continuing to work with this. This is a weekly. I'm getting pretty close to the end now. So 2026, I'll just get another one. And it's got that cream color, which I like. So I just track. I'm saying it's like a social media tracker. I don't know that it is really. It's just so that I don't forget to do things. Like if I have any ideas about the video channel, then if I want to do some sort of spreads, like here I've had a bit of an idea, you know, to not forget to write things down and what I would like to film, you know, tracking what day I should try to film it and get it up there so I don't forget, because you know you get caught up in life, caught up in work, and then this sort of goes by the wayside. So I'm trying to be more consistent with posting things instead of just sitting in my room and planning on my own. And this is definitely a planner. We're still in a planner right now. So that's working great. And the final thing that I added recently as well is this online order tracker, and this is Anthology Notes. It is again a printable shop. Anybody can do this. Like I'm lucky enough to have one of those staplers with the long arms so you can push it under, but I've seen people sewing as well is another way to do it. This was a, you know, like folders. It was a folder that was in, where was it, Staples. It was like, you know, like a file, like what you put documents in. It was one of those, and I cut it up and made it as the cover. So it's quite sturdy, it's quite thick, and it's almost like wipeable. It's waterproof, it is wipeable. And then let me show you this. So so every time I buy something, I put the shop that I bought it from and the order number, what it is, how much it cost me, when I ordered it, and then you'll see these like this date with the red through. That means that it's arrived. Now, even if something is not like here's printables, so even if it's not coming through the mail, if it's a printable, I'm writing it down. This is it. So the habit tracker is Alibi Designs, yeah, Alibi Design Studio. And so that was the habit tracker, and this is Anthology Notes. So even the printables I'm putting in here because I'm tracking what I'm spending. So I'm not going to show you all of it, but you know, like a lot of the stuff, I've got the old Hubman and Chubb Girl waiting for that. And so yeah, that is everything I've got in my functional planner. It is, and I've told you what I'm going to be doing for my 2026. I received this as well the other day from Reed Stationery. Anything about these is like, shows every smear, doesn't it? But look, this goes really well. It really makes the greens, like when you're looking at it like here, you cannot see all them greens as much, but when you've got it against that, it brings out all the greens in the colours of the pen. So this is the TWSBI Eco Serpentine, and it, oh, I'm not doing it in that one, I'm doing this, and it has Detrimentis Archive ink in it. I love using that because you can do it, if you wait for it to dry for a minute, then you can go over with a highlighter and it doesn't smudge, so it becomes waterproof. So whew, there we have it. It's a wonderful thing, makes me feel less chaotic, really does keep me organized. So we've done them. So they're the two functional ones. They are my ride or die, I need them in my life. So let us look at, this is the next one. So the next one, which I use constantly, is this one. And this is my, what I would call my creative journal. And this has been, so I'm on volume 3. I'm not going to show you all the way through it because I am trying to make this last. Like I've got like 2 pages left, I think. Right, that was my last one, and now I've got 2 pages left. Yeah, and then I'm at the end of it, and I'm waiting for more order because, again, This is white, and I don't like white. I like cream, and Traveller's Notebooks do not do cream grid paper. So they do cream plain paper, which I've used before, but this one I really, really loved having the grid in there because it helps you like line things up, and yeah, definitely. So I'm waiting for that to come through. So I'm really trying to take it slow on the last two spreads that I've got. And for those of you that say I find it really hard to creative journal in a traveler's notebook because it's too small, it's not. Like you've got let me find something. Like you have got, like, let's do this one. You've got like that's your spread. Like I always do double because for me it looks odd if I have one and one something else. So you've always got that sort of 2-page thing, which I think is probably bigger than it's bigger than an A5 page if you're laying it out like this. So yeah, I love them really. It's just like I'm going through them super quick, almost like a month, one a month I think it's at the moment. Anyway, so this is Commonplace book. Now lots of people have different meanings for this as well. So I don't know that it should be called a Commonplace book. I'll tell you what I'm using it for. So the first thing is ink swatches. So this is how I started swatching my inks. And I like it in here because of my journaling. So I can look at what inks I've got and say what goes with whatever, which one. So I'm always going to keep that with just a little bit like that. My next thing is my colours. So I've got the Penflex colours, and then Tombow colours, mild liners, and I have to add some more because I've got a lot more Tombow colours. I have to do a little bit more of that. So they are the colours. And then the final, I've got, not finally, but this is another one. I've got a movie log. So I put movies in here. I don't do that all the time. It's not something that I'm super interested in, but it's there if I want to do it. And then we've got a reading log. I was watching Robin from Talks from the Heart the other day, and she's just finished. I think she's finished it, or it might have been an older one of this one, Lisa Jewell. None of this is true. If you haven't read it, oh my gosh, she's a great author. That's a fantastic book. Yeah, and then my silhouette settings, so the cut settings for when I'm cutting stickers. So that is my journaling, and that's my creative journaling, and that stays with me. Okay, back again. Sorry, it's bad trying to film in the house at this time of day. It's very, very noisy. Okay, next one. I just wanted to add this little clip in because I've actually updated this since I filmed my 2026 lineup. So I thought I'd add the more updated version for you to see what I've been doing as a faith journal. I'm so excited. I'm still waiting for, I did make an order from Illustrated Faith, and I'm not sure whether it's going to get here because if you don't know what's happening in Canada, we are in another postal strike, so I'm not sure if it's going to come. But anyway, let me show you let me show you the journal first. So I have been busy with this. I've inked up all my my pens. And this is my faith journal, and I decided to put this at the front because I sort of like it at the front better. I did have it like in the back here in this insert, but it just seems to fit in here better. Now this is a standard, it's a standard notebooks, traveler's notebook, and all I've done is, this is vinyl this is vinyl sticker paper. So this, again, is from Illustrated Faith. It's one of their digital downloads. And I just downloaded it onto, there you go, look, it's not fantastic, onto some sticker paper, some vinyl sticker paper, printed it out and stuck some stickers on. I also have, let me put that in, I also have some washi sheets that I got from Temu, and that's what these are. These are printed on washi sheets. So just thought it was like really nice to open that. I really need some joy in my life right now. I'm going to say it again, but yes, I've lost some family to they've emigrated, they've moved away. So I've got some. I'm very, very blessed. I've got another 5 grandchildren that live like 12 minutes from my house, and my daughter's here. So you know, I do have other grandchildren, but it doesn't make it any easier. And so I'm just trying to figure out what our life looks like now, because it was my son and he lived just sort of a block away from us with another 5 of my grandchildren. So I'm just getting over that, and using all the tools that I can to help me through it. So this, I decided, this was the reason why I did get this Motom. I knew I was going to have it as a faith journal, and this is my, this is just a New Testament one. I do have another journaling Bible where it's got Old Testament as well, but you know, I just use it, put my stickers in, and these sort of gel pens are all colourful. I thought that was good. Let's go through this. So what have I done in this? Well, I took a blank notebook, and instead of creating, so this is some of the stickers from Illustrated Faith as well. I love this because she doesn't have a face. Okay, so this is how I feel about this, that this could be anyone, and that's what my faith means to me, that, you know, whoever you are, whatever the color of your skin, wherever you're from, Jesus loves you the same. We're all the same in Jesus' eyes. So I think not having any features makes me feel good about that. And obviously it does look like I'm light skinned and I've got sort of brown hair, so you know, I made the connection, but I did like that there was no facial features, so it could be anyone. And then just these stickers, the joy of the Lord is your strength. I like that too. So this was the setup. It's gonna, you know, last me forever, however long. I wanted to put the start month because I don't know how long this is, and so I've left some to do an index. Now this is the first, it's a devotional. I'm not going to take you through every one, but all I did was, they have 2 ways of printing out their devotionals if you buy digital. You can do it as a spread and actually make like a notebook like this, you know, put it all together and make a notebook and have it as an actual insert. But what I wanted to do is keep it all together. I wanted to keep all of my devotionals together in one book. So I printed it out as pages, and I just stuck each page to a journal page, you know, so they're all going through. And obviously I can write with fountain pen because it's, you're not going to see it through there. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to, I've just completed this today, and I'm really looking forward to working through this devotional. It's supposed to be exceptional, really good. The actual company, Illustrated Faith, is supposed to be really good, so I'm excited to get started in that. So that is my actual devotional book. And then this last thing, I just made some stickers all around that. So this is, again, the Traveler's Notebook. This is the cards insert. You can see, like, so there's little pockets to put business cards, but I just thought it would be a nice place to put these stickers. And these are, there was 24 characters, I think, and they're just all different. You know, I don't know why I sorted them by hair colour. I don't know. But yeah, I thought that'd be a good thing to have handy. Yeah, and so that's all that is really. And then I've got some more in the back here. I've got a pencil board there in case I need it, and I also have some other faith stickers I can use in here. And these were just off Amazon, just a pack. And then these ones, I think they might go, you know, depend on what the spread looks like, but these are very old. These are Planner Society stickers that I just never used. Thought I'd keep them in there just in case. So that is my faith journal. There's a little card there, and I don't have anything else in there. This is one of my favorite pens. It is a TWSBI. It is actually a medium nib, and it has, I don't know if you can see it. You might be able to. So, be able to focus. Yeah, I'm not sure. You can sort of see the colour. That is Double Raspberry by a Ferris Wheel Press. So I just wanted that in there. But I did go to the art shop paint spot in Edmonton and buy some document inks. I desperately want to get, I've got one of these that goes round the hoop here. Let me show you quickly. This thing, oh my gosh, I love using that. It's so much easier than trying to put it in there. But they didn't have any for this. I'm waiting for that. I'll order one when I get one. Anyway, so yeah, nice colour. That's double raspberry. So that is my face journal. Let me quickly show you what I'm using the pencil case for. And this is just something I can take with me, and it has all of my colour pens that I'm going to write in my Bible and my faith journal with. And in this piece here, you have the matching highlighters that go with the pens. And I just thought it was really, it's a really nice way to carry everything. I could take them to church. Not that I really do this sort of journaling, you know, in church, just taking notes or stuff like that, really. But, you know, it's a nice little set to have. And when I am actually journaling, faith journaling, it's really nice to have it. So that's my faith journal. And back to the main video. So this one you've seen recently if you've watched any of my videos. This is my ink. Look at this ink swatch journal where I've swatched all my inks, and you can see like reds, purples. I just love this. It makes it so easy now. When I want to choose a colour, I just come in here and look through. And now I'm all up to date. Next time I get some ink, I will put it straight in here. And I know if I go to here, I know straight away, like, how many of those have I got? Like, I've only got 2 reds. I've got 3 purples, 2 pinks, 2 greys. And I know browns. I've got 5 browns. I've got to think about browns, which you don't realise until you put it down. I've got 3 blues, 3 blacks, but you know, everyone should have blacks, surely. Anyway, so this helps me with my inks. So not something I'm in every day, just like if I want to change a colour or I want to check something. So it's still part of my system, but not really from a day to day. And the final one for 2026 is this little beauty. So it is a Hobonichi cover, and inside it is my MD notebook. Now, I did tell you about this if you watched any of my other videos. I started doing like morning pages at the front here, and just really isn't for me. It's really not for me. I do enough writing in everywhere else. I don't need to do it in here. So what I've decided to do with this is I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to make this my my Washi swatching book. So it will get used because I want to use up everything I've got. I love this cover, and so I want to use it. And so I'm going to, I mean, if you see, look, it is so pretty. I showed this before, but look, if you haven't seen it before, it's got embroidery all the way along the bottom. Very pretty. So I am going to be using that to put my washi in. And so if it's so busy here, I'm going to have to get going because I'm supposed to be going out, and I haven't done my makeup or anything yet. So this is the one for me. I'm absolutely in love with this. I feel at peace with this. I can't wait to get sort of add in more books, not more inserts. I'm good with what I've got, but like the updates that I've made, you know, this one, I can't wait to start this nice and fresh. I've got this for next month. I'm going to be using this next month, getting rid of the white. See, I've already laid it out ready to go. I'm so impatient. And so I just am happy that everything is working out, and I just feel so relaxed, and yeah, excited to continue to show you my haul videos. And if you've got any questions about any of this, you know, like if you think, well, why am I classing that as a planner and that as a journal, please don't hesitate to ask me. You know, I don't know it all, but I have been planning for a number of years. I've been on, you know, if you look back to my YouTube channel, I think I started in 2013, is it? I can't remember, but it was a long time ago. And I've gone through lots of different systems, and I'm finally at the point where I want the system to work for me. I've tried to include stuff that I really wanted to make it work, like the Hobonichi. I really wanted that to be my system, but it just didn't fit with who I am and how I like to plan. And I think that's what you've got to come to in the end. You've got to, although someone else doing it, it may look great, it may really work for them. For you, it may not work for you. You have to find a thing that works. You have to, otherwise what it can do, and what it was doing for me, was actually taking the whole pleasure out of the whole thing. I just get so much pleasure out of this. Like, like nothing to do in it. I'll sit there and I'll just open it up, and I'll go and I'll look at that spread and go, oh, it looks so nice. I love it. Look, it looks so nice. And like my husband laughs at me because, like, to get so much pleasure out of something like this, it's a good thing, it's a good thing. And yeah, I love it. I love it that when I'm using a planner and it all works out, I mean, like actually seeing how things change over the weeks to get to a system that you really want and is working for you. That's what Planner Peace is about. It's not about finally finding it and that's it, because most of us like a little bit of change. We get a little bit bored with the same thing. So, for me in this, I can keep changing. There's so many different inserts. There's so many different things I can download and make my own inserts, So for me, this system, there's so much freedom in it that I can do exactly what I want. I'm not stuck. And a big thing that I need is the constant that I finish something. I need to be able to finish something and get the pleasure out of that. So, like for instance, like this insert is going to last me 2 months. Once I've finished it, I get so much pleasure out of it. My journals that I'm doing, these creative journals, I'm finishing those in a month, and it feels absolutely great to be able to take this out, put it into an archive folder, so I keep it, so I can keep looking at it. It's on my shelf, just in a different folder, and then start afresh again, because then I can do something different if I choose to, or if that's working, I could stay the same. But that is the joy of actually the traveler's notebook. Those strings, and I'm not saying it has to be a traveler's factory traveler's notebook. There's all different types. I'm ordering some off of Good Impressions. I've ordered some from there, and there are different companies that make it. I'm not saying you have to stick with it. This is a Moterm. It's not a Travelers. It's not official Travelers. But it's the system itself that works. Like I got bored with this. I didn't like the cover, so I went in and put a new cover on it. It's so customizable. And this is just a lined notebook. And now I've made that look like something totally different. I think, like that to me looks way better on my eyes than that does. But this was better than that, like it's an improvement all the way. I just keep moving forwards, and that's what it feels like. You're moving forwards. Now, monthly ones, obviously, they're going to last a year. They're going to last you a year, but not like I started this in May, this one. So that's going to be done, and I'll get another one for the start of the year. This one, this is a vertical, but I think they last 6 months or something. So, I can choose to keep going in that, or start a fresh one 2026, which I probably will. I can choose to keep these if I want to, which I probably will keep all of my inserts. I'm probably going to keep these sort of like in a box, but my creative ones I keep on the shelf in an archive. So out of all the systems I've done, this seems to be the most, I'm getting the most freedom from this, the most customizable, without the guilt of like where you're dated and you have to get you have to get that page done, like with the Hobonichi Avec. It's a page a day. and then if I left it blank, or there's that backfilling. Lots of people are doing backfilling. I hear that all the time on videos. Oh yeah, I'm just backfilling that bit. I don't want to backfill. You know, if I don't fill it in, that means I didn't want to fill it in. I don't want to go back and do it. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong in backfilling. I'm just saying that for me, I don't want to do it. I've got enough responsibility with my job and my work and commitments with family, and that I want to get pleasure out of planning. So yeah, after that little, I don't know if it was a rant exactly, it was just like how I feel. It was really an ode to Traveller's Notebook and the joy that I'm getting. And I've also I watched a couple of videos where they were saying, oh, it's impossible to get planner peace. Well, I don't think it is impossible. I feel like I've got planner peace. Planner peace to me isn't that you're, like I said earlier, that you're stuck and that's it. That's the planner. That's all. I think planner peace is realizing that we just move, like finding out who you are and what you want from a planner for a start. And then once you've got that, just continuing to tweak it as you go, and realizing that, you know, we all like a little bit of change. Sometimes we like things differently. And so we are going to be upgrading or changing or moving to another, you know, like I've got a different cover, you know, there's lots of places to get different covers. I could go to just using a passport. And you can do a similar thing actually in rings than you can in the Travelers with the strings. Like rings allows you to customize and change what you're doing. So, you know, I just think if you're finding peace with what you're doing and you're trying different things, that's part of the fun of this, and all the accessories and all that type of thing. You know, don't let someone take that away from you. It's not a problem if you're experimenting and you're trialing. And in fact, it's quite exciting. And I'm just happy that I've found the system that works and that I can experiment with all the different inserts and all the different things I want from the planner and I want from a journal. Phew, I better get off because I'm supposed to be getting ready right now. But loved the chat. I hope it spoke to you. Please let me know what you're thinking about your planner piece or what you like to do. Have you got any ideas? Like, I love to hear what other people are doing. I spend hours watching planner and journaling videos, and yeah, I'd love to hear what you're doing. Thanks again for watching me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy spending time with your loved ones, and I'll be back shortly. I think I'll be back to make another video. I'm going to have a very busy weekend because I'm going to pick the girls up, my grandkids, and down the park and all sorts. So I hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you real soon. Bye bye. Oh, if you can and you haven't yet, please subscribe. Take care. Bye bye.